Hey all, it's Brian here on May 12th, 11:55 a.m. Bitcoin currently is down 2.2% on an hourly move. Uh, Ethereum is up 1.5, so we'll take a look at that as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this script I've been running for the last few days. You can see here, I'm just going to show you the 7-day view of how far up Bitcoin has come and has gone back down. So again, this is over the last 7 days. So you can see here, better in this one, it peaked at around 6,000, went all the way up to 7,000 over the last, from the 9th to yesterday sometime, which is quite incredible, but it's come back down. But we'll look at that. Here we have our 786, so it's still at that level. It did break through at least once through the 786 and the 618. We'll take a look at those over the last 2 days. So let me just rerun this script on the 2-day, and then I'll show you a little more detail. To be honest, I'm quite surprised on how far up XRP has come, so I might look at that as well. So here, I mentioned this yesterday, we have a little bit flat, moved up, hit that 7,000, even peaked at over price 7,500, and that just came back down afterwards. So somebody was planning to short it, did the job. So when you look at the fib levels, again, always using this 618 now as the entry. Didn't make it the first time, came back down. I probably would have taken this trade and then sold, but this next leg up did pretty good, and went all the way up to, like I said, just under 7,500. And here's the levels. The 100, 74.80. And the amazing thing is it's always touching that 100 level and then just breaking through back down to the 382. So we could still wait it out on the 500 level, or wait it out until it hopefully will break through the 618. So far no dice based upon the volume here and the negative momentum that has taken place. Next up, we'll look at the Ethereum here. Again, I'm always using USDT on Binance, which is USDD, which is Tether, and US dollar equivalent. So now we do Ethereum. So let's first look at the 7-day. And then, as I said, we'll also look at the XRP Ripple. Similar story. But you can always see it breaks through, only touches the level 100 or level 100%. 1, 2, 3 times it looks like. I find that very fascinating. Always thinking the RSI, here's the RSI fake out here, but it still moved up. Another false flag here, same here at this level here on the near the 7th. Went flat and then another big move up. Let's check out the 2-day. There's definitely a correlation between Bitcoin and all the others. I can't say that for sure. Once I complete the Fibonacci levels for the entire systems, we're just looking at some big pairs here. Okay, so now this is a 2-day. So once again, as I always say, I always like to use that 618 as the breakout. Broke through, dropped off. Okay, no problem. This one I probably would have come in here. I don't know if my system would have dumped a trade. Probably would have dumped here, but looking at all these different conditions, which is good, we have to figure out what's happening at these levels. So here, you can see it's bounced up, but it's really relative to momentum as it drops off. So you can watch that to see that it is dropping off, that the spike here in this candle is going towards negative, from positive to negative. So this could be your signal to get out, and it did go out. And then when you get these kind of signals here of this wick being so low, you can see what happened. It's dropped off, but right here, I think I would have made a second entry at the 618 and perfectly, as always, dumped out at level 100. That would have been a good trade. When you calculate these moves, specifically from here to here, and then here to there, they can be roughly each one from 618 to 786, and then back up to the 1100% or 1. That's a potentially a 2% move from each fib level at 618 to 786, and then up to the next, which is at 1.0. I've yet to see any of these big pairs breach through the 100 to add in the next Fibonacci levels. So still haven't seen that. Okay, so let's look at the XRP or Ripple in USDT. So we'll look first at the weekly view for the 7-day. All right. Okay, this is an interesting one. This is one of the big reasons why I don't trade XRP a lot. We'll never make it on my watch list. You can see how volatile it is. And the moves are a lot more extreme, not as steady as Ethereum or Bitcoin. So here we have the XRP at the 618 level. Did breach the 7836, but I think it would have confused this system. And again, it hits this 100 level. I don't know why, but it's a lot of jagged moves to get up there, as opposed to more predictable moves with Ethereum or Bitcoin. So I don't know what drives that. Could be manipulation. I don't know. There are some crypto coins out there. I'm not saying they can be manipulated, but there's probably a lot of algos out there that are, I don't know what the word would be, but it's clearly a more volatile, more jagged, a more unpredictable move to get up to the 100. So here again, 618 barely didn't even get to the 786. So therefore, we don't trade it that often. Okay, so let's check out the 2-day. It's good to show the differences here. What pairs are good or what cryptos are good. All right, so this is the 2-day. Okay, finally we have something that's a little more predictable. 618 broke through the 786, and again, at least it hit the 100 and dropped back down. So there's less opportunity with this XRP USDT. So that's what I want to show you. It's a good lesson here. And one of the reasons why you won't see XRP usually on my watch list a lot. Just showed you that to you right now. On that, hopefully this will help you out. Talk to you later.